Okay, we are live on YouTube. Today, the plan is utter chaos. I don't even know at this point.
We're just gonna chill and do art tutorials. We're just gonna
chill and maybe some watercolor if we feel like it. Not sure. But we might have to end stream a little bit early because we have to go to a store.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Dahlia, Eich, hello. Welcome. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I have no idea.
Where is my
Dahlia.
text? What an amazing
Hey, Lexi.
challenge.
I know, so good.
What a turn of events in the challenge that was on the long stream.
I know.
Wild.
Absolutely
complete and utter. Is it U-T-T-E-R?
U-T-T-E-R, yeah.
Complete and utter Brainrot IDK. We are live. Grape Goober stole my heart.
Grape Goober stole my heart too.
Absolutely right. Every day means every day. That is Cat.
Cat.
That is Cat. If I've ever seen Cat. Kireji, hello.
Miss you,
Lexi.
Cat.
Lexi, very early as usual. Kitty Face,
Kitty
hello.
Face, hi.
I don't know who that is.
Catnip.
Hi,
That's
how's
fun.
it going?
I don't think I've ever
Lindsay.
seen a username just called Catnip, so maybe make that the display name.
Stardust, Ships Are Wonderful, Brianna. Is that how you say it, Brianna? B-R-E-A-U-N-A. Craven Gaming, Simon, Julim, Lindsay, Brainrot stream.
Yeah. Maybe.
Nicole, it's me, Goldfosh. Your name is Nicole?
What?
That's a great name.
That's fun. Hey, Cran. Hey, Rinny.
Do you have any plans for our birthdays? Not in the slightest.
Nope.
I haven't even begun to think about
We're
that.
probably just gonna work. Fawn, hey. Hey, Lindsay.
Cran Medina, Rinny, hello. It's
Okay,
a character's name. Oh, okay. Lao.
Oh, it's a character's name.
Hello, Lao, the winner
Lao, one of 3 winners.
of the vote.
Oh, and I can't believe
Missed the
Pompo
contest.
got the RNG prize. That
I'm
was crazy.
Aluka.
What? What?
How did that happen?
Did you get a new account?
Where did that happen?
Change it back.
Well, I'm making you both gifts.
Oh,
Awesome.
thanks,
thank you.
Dahlia.
Wait, 2 senseis have September birthdays?
Yeah,
yes.
they're 3 days apart.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Christina's birthday is on September 10th, and
Yeah.
my birthday is on the 13th. Is that Colton?
Yes, it is.
It is indeed.
I'll
I'm
make
not
you
even
buff.
sure myself. We got 2 winners in the chat now.
Yeah. Where's the
Tangent.
3rd one?
And Lau.
Oh, yeah,
Busy,
there's
but
5
just wanted
total
to say
winners.
hi. Well, hello. Welcome.
I'll give you lovely muscles. How about that?
Me?
Yeah. I mean, you already have a pretty good physique anyway, so this doesn't really look that far off.
Let's pick a topic for discussion
Sure.
during the stream.
Hey, Fox. Hey, Snaz. What topic would you like to talk about?
I don't know. What's like maybe it's like an underrated anime.
Stories.
Colton is Saitama confirmed. Why, thank you. Awesome. December 13th. That's fun. Benjibi. Hello.
Hey,
It's been a while.
Benji.
A whisker away. Hello, Pompoof.
Pompoof, one of the other winners.
Did you hear the news, Pompoof?
You're a winner.
You're a winner. Wait, Dahlia, really?
Dahlia's birthday's the 19th. Oh, wow.
Ooh, fun.
All September birthdays.
So I'm trying to get something set up.
Let's talk about Hunter x Hunter. Of course you would, Alika.
Gotta
Bye,
go now.
Crits.
Bye-bye, Crits. Hunter x Hunter was actually pretty good.
It was.
It was legit good. Aluka, do you like the original 90s Hunter x Hunter or the remake better? It's been a while since I've watched the original.
So we're doing some art tutorials as well as some just kind of chilling. So feel free to ask
them
any
both.
questions.
It's been a really long time since I watched the original, but wasn't it like a lot darker and grittier?
Had more funny
Had more
scenes.
funny scenes.
Really?
I remember the original version. What's the island that he's from? Whale Tail Island? Or is that from
I
a different anime?
I have no clue.
What's the island that Gona's from? I remember there were a lot of episodes that took place on that island. Whale Island.
Can we yap about outfit designs? What kind of outfit designs?
Whale Island. I remember there were a bunch of episodes that took place on that island when he was trying to catch the fish. They skipped it all in the remake. They're just like, screw this. They'll start on the boat.
Do you mean like designing? You mean like designing outfits, or do you mean like how to pick an outfit? I guess it just means outfit design.
What about studying also?
Oh yeah, studying outfit designs.
Cute, whatever you like. I've been doing a lot of studying lately of like dresses and made dresses and.
I actually found some really cool reference for you, Colton, that you'll have to look at later. In fact, I can probably just bring it up now. Oh yes. See, look.
Taking a clothes class. What?
Or taking a clothes class. How do you draw side profile body? I mean,
Dahlia had to tell me because I didn't get the ping. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Ooh, I cannot spell. Side profile body, and we might as well do that.
Cute or whatever you feel like designing.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Rosie Jules. Lao, ba ba ba. Whoa, that is so awesome. What's awesome?
I collected all these for you.
Yippee!
So,
maybe I should get started on some of those. Did you save them into a specific folder on
cute
pictures?
styles and stuff.
Am I in that?
Yes, I think you're in that. Yes, you are in that. So, yeah, outfit designs. I think one of them is reference. Not just like collecting references like, oh, here's inspiration and stuff, but like actually physically drawing them just to have some ideas. So like if I want to draw historical or kind of more dolled up dresses like this, I would basically be like, hey, that's cool. I'll draw it just to study what components are, make up the outfit. And then I'll find, just a kind of a rabbit hole. Like there's other options here. And all this is just to build your visual library so that...
I run out of coins. Ooh. Really?
Oh, Applejack. Ugh, they're just being butts. Applejack basically jumped on Poppy trying to take her bed, and she didn't like that. And now they're just both
Applejack, I'll go put you in kitty cam bed.
Yeah.
Let's see if kitty cam's working. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Applejack is being a butthole. Not you, Poppy. You're fine. So yeah, like... I would even go in and just be like, you know what do I like about this outfit? I really like this. I really like how this part flows well and reveals the ruffles. So, that's assuming if you want something that's cute, that'd be good. Right? So yeah, you just start drawing it.
Yeah, Baby Jack if he's the baby from Spirited Away, bro.
The baby from Spirited Away, yeah.
Big chonker.
So what I would do anytime that I draw an outfit is, of course, draw a mannequin, because that you can also decide outfit designs based on ratios on the body. Like, is it high-waisted? Is it, like, just below the chest? That helps a lot.
Name of the artist is Hatsuka5225 on X. Ooh, neat.
Ooh, you mean this artist right here?
That's cool.
That's cool, because I really like their stuff. And, they probably studied a lot of these outfits as well, or even designed these. So, once again, this is just for studying. I'm not saying, oh, make this like your design. This is just kind of reference gathering, being like, what kind of ideas are cool. Thank you, Hatsune Miku, for mentioning that. Hatsuka5225, that's sweet. But yeah, I would take elements of this, be like, okay, well, what's really good about this design? Well, I like that this is high-waisted, just below the chest. I like the side ribbon. I like this swoop. It has a really cool gesture. And I like the way how the ruffles are revealed.
His head's out of frame. Ugh. Oh, it's because I haven't set up the camera.
Look at him. What is that? He's so cute.
There he is.
Oh my gosh, his foot.
What is this? Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about getting that soundboard.
No. Hey, you know better.
No, don't do that, Applejack.
All right, we got a situation here. We'll throw this back to Christina.
Yeah, there's a cat cam now. He's being a butt. He's being a sneaky little brat.
First you glomped Poppy, and now you're tearing off our sound panels.
Toby's trying to get to Poppy's spot. Everyone's trying to bother with Poppy these days.
Quit! Hey, you know better. That's the decoy one. He doesn't know.
He just thinks that he's allowed to. He's being mischievous, but in reality, we allowed him to touch that.
Yeah, we put that one there as a decoy.
Yeah.
It's not even attached to the wall.
I would also think, theme for an outfit design. Like, okay, yeah, I want something of this vibe, but maybe I'll like make it more gothic, or I'll make it more based off of a motif. Like, what if I based it off of a plant or a specific architecture style, and you could like mix and match. But I really like this, so I'm just gonna draw it really quick. I'm just trying to think of this logically. So, hey, here's where the collar is. Oh, here's all these little vital points, like this ribbon right here. That's gonna be on the side. Oh, I have this main component right here, so I'm just gonna map that in. And this is just part of the process of researching for yourself.
Mm-hmm. And also, one thing that's really, really helpful, learn how to draw a very simple mannequin.
Yes.
This will help. I would fill pages and pages with mannequins.
Yeah.
All right? Even just really simple stuff like this.
I got it.
Like that right there, right? It's very, very light. I drew it with pearl, not a Copic, an alcohol-based marker. That's very light. And then you can just go over this in pen, learn how to do a really, really simple mannequin just so you can put your clothes on it. Mm. And I would recommend learn a front, a 3/4, and a back. Mm-hmm. And this could obviously be a back as well.
Yeah, like actually front and back have a very similar silhouette. You just change the details.
Yes, it will make drawing outfits so much easier. Just draw a very simple mannequin. It can be any body type you want. Just practice. All of my pens are in my pencil case.
Yeah, so here's a front. I'm going to use the same mannequin for the back view. But look what details change, right? On the front view, there's the chest. In the back view, there's a chest, and then there's the crotch area and stuff, and here's the legs, and there's the abs. I'm doing this very, very roughly. And then for the back, you would have...
Poppy left. She's like,
she
I can't
left.
Stand this place.
Yeah, she can't stand this place.
I can't stand
You have the scapula, which is, just on both sides. You have the spine, and there's generally a divot in here.
Where
and
the
then you have the
flower sacks come in? Not really. These aren't bent torsos.
No.
This would just be like general simple proportion.
Yeah. So yeah, all the same mannequin literally, but I changed the details. So that's why Colton was like, "Oh yeah, the front and the back basically don't really look that different." The side, which we're kind of going to talk about.
Oh, there's their username.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hatsuka5525. It looks like what they do a bunch of fun
dresses,
style dresses
Sick.
And stuff. I bet Alika would like this user. Alika, you should go follow this user on X.
When you're drawing, the proportions are the same for the front, the back, and the side even. So like I'm using this as kind of like my orthographic. So I'm just like, okay, if my neck is here, I want it to be here consistently. Here's the bottom of my rib cage. It's consistent. Here's the bottom of my crotch. That's consistent. It's all the same. And then you add in a nice curvature, especially for a side profile for the female body. This is the mimicking your spine. Huh?
Big back.
Yeah.
Big back Applejack. Look at that back, dude. Oh my gosh, the beast. He fills up the whole screen.
He is adorable.
He is adorable.
What about for males? Yeah, it would be the same process as well. You would have to make sure that the proportions are the same. The only difference is that there's probably more muscle mass, but that's more of like, specific details, right? Here's your spine. Here's the armhole.
We had a bunch of comments on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Fawn, hello. I need to go to YouTube Live Control or refresh.
I would say the only thing that's a bit different for the male body is that there's no like crazy hips like this. It's probably going to be more subdued. But there's going to be that same
birthday's on 4th of July. That's our anniversary. My sibling's birthday is also on the 21st. Whale Island. Okay, I'm getting caught up.
Yeah, you can make it a little bit straighter if you want. Now, I feel like the glutes are a bit too round, so I can chisel that in. And so you want to, I would say like for the male.
Do we have any kids? Yeah, this is our kid.
We have 3.
We have 3. No kids.
So glad I found this cat. Awesome, Pearl. Are you new?
Ships Are Wonderful says, how do you get so good with symmetry? practice. But there are really, really good exercises to practice symmetry.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm new. Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is Procreate on the iPad. iPad Pro 13-inch with Procreate and the Apple Pencil Pro. If you want the brush, you can get it for absolutely free right here. It's also in the Discord server. You just type !brush in any channel.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get the brush for free in there. It'll just link the download Google Drive.
Yep.
So screenshot that before I take it away.
I want to go to an art prep school, but I'm scared I'm not good enough.
I mean, art schools are to learn.
Art schools are to learn. It's not to be perfect. So I'd say
that's the perfect place to go.
That is the perfect place to go. You know, if you want it more muscular, all you have to do is just up the muscle mass. You know, make the arms more chonk by adding some anatomy and bulking the chest up, for example. You know, now feels more masculine if you want to go this route.
Man, Apple Pencil should not be that expensive. Yeah, you're telling me.
I wish.
Look at him, dude.
You know, this looks like Applejack. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? He's so silly.
I'm literally gonna go to
He's
video.
licking his little toe beans. How to draw baggy clothes. That sounds fun. Let me look at some other things. We got side profile body, which we're kind of talking about right now. Male leg sounds interesting. We can do that. Male legs.
This is gonna make a really good TikTok, bro.
Wings? I'm not super experienced with wings. I would say try to find breakdowns of different components.
Oh, this is gonna make a real good TikTok video.
Oh my gosh. You should post that on the other account.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
Male eyes, male back view. Oh, that sounds fun. Male back view.
Male eyes. Cute. Are you doing outfits today? Or are you done doing outfits for now?
I need to continue. I kind of got distracted.
Oh, okay.
But I can continue.
I know Fox asked about outfits, and outfits are pretty fun.
They are fun. Let me merge all this.
Tips. Hi. Do you have any tips on anthropomorphic animals?
I don't.
We're not really anthropomorphic artists too much. Haven't studied animal anatomy all that much, unfortunately. Shape language. All
right. I'll continue with the outfits because I kind of skipped through it really quick. Anyways, I would say...
I love the subject.
I like the subject too. I would say find, if you want to design an outfit and you want to get a general idea, what vibe do you want? What's your vibe? Do you want it to be dark, light, cutesy, grounded or gritty, whichever one you want, right? What kind of vibe are you looking for? What kind of time period? Or fashion genre. What genre? I'll say genre because maybe that can also be, related to time period. You know, stuff like gothic.
All right, Pearl, have a good one.
Bye, Pearl. How to draw skirts and ruffles. We can talk about that as well.
Tips on how to sketch faster. Honestly, this is under the assumption that you're learning foundation. Sketching faster comes from doing timed drawings and really breaking down what are the core components. I was taking a class actually from Swatches, that guy Clint Kearley, and he was talking about optimizing workflow for professional artists. And when it comes to like material rendering, he was saying like, what 5 properties or 4 properties should I include in this material to make it look like this material? And so he was explaining it when it comes to like rock or stone or making a texture or rendering a certain material, but it's actually applicable to everything as well. So you go, if I want to draw an outfit faster, what are the main components of this outfit that if I include them, it will feel like that outfit? What are the main lines of this gesture, for example, that if I include those, it captures it, right? Like, look at how Christina drew this guy, for example, right? She's got deltoid right here. She's got the tricep on the back. One line, just one curve. She's got the bicep on the front, right? Radiobrachialis is in here. You get a little overlap. You get these guys right here.
Forearms, the brachioradialis.
Yeah,
okay.
She indicates a little bit of an elbow right there. And the reason she was able to draw that so fast is because in her mind she knows the priority of forms. She's not going in skipping some of these and going, oh, I'm gonna do veins.
Bro, veins are the last thing I would want to draw.
Like, she's not skipping important stuff to work on details.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the time when people draw slowly, like people who want to speed up their art, if you draw slowly and you don't care, it doesn't matter. This is for the person who asked how to speed up drawing. I would even literally just get out a notebook and go, what are the core pieces of this thing I want to draw that need to be included, and then focus on all of those first. And then the details, secondary stuff, focus on those later. That's what, if you see any professional artist who's really fast at drawing, that's always what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're prioritizing, they're working on the focal point, right? Like, what part of my image is important? The face, maybe? Probably not the shoes as much, unless the picture is about the shoes. So I hope that helps, Lindsay. But like I said in the very beginning, that's assuming you're learning like foundation. I would really recommend learning the foundations of, you know, your dimensional drawing, your costume and clothing drawing, how to indicate form, design, like, you know, line weight, like design, that sort of thing.
So I kind of had a little idea based off of this. I kind of wanted to go for the more cutesy route for now. So I wrote down, if you want to think about how to design outfits, think of what vibe do you want for your character? What's their personality? This can involve their aesthetic, right? Is it dark, light, cutesy, gritty? Do you want it to be real world? Do you want it to be more fantasy? You know, stuff like that.
Hey, Keith.
Hey.
Are you the one that got the Chibi art class?
Oh, yeah.
Can't stay
or was
long,
it
but
Kurt?
wanted to. Or that was Kurt,
That was
maybe.
Kurt Thompson, yeah.
If you wanted to pick only one book foundation, what would it be? Oh, it's impossible to say because they all cover different foundations.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you do your thing?
Yep. You want to think of genre, so this is more like getting more specific. So other than this part right here, you're thinking, okay, now what's the fashion style do I want? Do I want it to be urban? Do I want it to be gothic? Do I want it to be like vintage 50s outfits? Do I want it to be Baroque or detective or like a Greek style? And you can even think of occupation in this case because they all have different outfits as well. So like you can think of it like, okay, what if this character was a nurse or a nun, an officer, a doctor? So all these variables will depend on like what outfit you end up creating because it's all about research and it's all about making your character convincing enough. Mm-hmm. I would refrain from trying to fit too many ideas at once, like a doctor and a detective. I mean, like maybe you could try it, and then also some other idea.
It's a good question, Starboy.
Mm-hmm. What's it? What is it?
It's a separate question.
Oh, okay.
So finish your thing.
Okay.
We'll answer it in a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So, for instance, if I want to create an outfit, I would be like, okay, I want this to be dark, and sometimes dark and certain genres will fit together. So, like, I want dark, gothic, and I want nurse. So I'm kind of going for more of this, this vibe right here. But maybe I'll fit it to something a bit more darker, more black, probably less frilly, and also I'll make it a nurse as well because there's kind of a genre about that with a lot of animes out there, or whatever that you want. You know, for instance, you know, you can start skinning a certain nurse outfit. So let me look up a nurse uniform, like cutesy nurse, not like current nurse. Nurse dress uniform. You know, I think like something like this is kind of neat. This is the first option, of course, but you know, maybe we could use this as a base. This is going to turn out generic at first, but that's okay because you're just trying to test out ideas. So like, okay, I want the basic structure of a nurse outfit, like this style is you got a hat, you got a simple outfit that's not like super poofy, but we could make it poofy. We got a dress, we got an apron, and we got, you know, these sleeves. And then we can decide, do I want it to be a certain shape? So for instance, you know, we can add poofy sleeves to give it that more gothic, dark, kind of Lolita aesthetic. Because we can always make an argument for it's a fantasy. We got, you know, some ruffles, perhaps. Or maybe we can kind of tone it down for now. We got a apron. We got the dress. And maybe the dress can be only slightly poofed out, so nothing too crazy frilly, right? We want this to feel kind of more occupational.
Yeah. I kind of feel like answering this person's question.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
What's your advice on juggling a day job while living with a family but can't find time? I've been battling this for a while and my folks are not into drawing or anything. I'm assuming you're talking about not finding time to do art and draw. I would say join a community. Like we have the internet, you know? Obviously you're on TikTok right now. There are so many people online who are into art. I didn't grow up with anybody who was into drawing at all. And I found communities online. We actually have a Discord server community. It's really good and fun and a lot of cool people in there. They hang out in voice calls all the time and draw together. There's 3 people in Picnic right now. Whatever the heck Picnic is, I forget why I made that.
Is it because they're eating together or something?
But yeah, I would say join a community, find friends that like drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Octo, it's very sad that you didn't join the giveaway.
I know, we really liked your submission.
But yeah, I would say join a community. A lot of people deal with this. There's a lot of people who are the only artist in their family, and their friends and their family are just not into drawing at all. We luckily live in the internet age where it's pretty easy to find a group of people who are into drawing and art, even pretty serious people who can help keep you motivated and inspired. Just look at Mr. Ketsu Kev.
Mm-hmm.
He is grinding it out.
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to join our Discord server. It's a big, active Discord server. Here you go.
Go ahead.
Take a screenshot of that if you want the Discord invite. It's on there. We actually just got done doing a giveaway. We announced the winners today.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun, including Pompoof in the chat, Lau in the chat. We got, I think, Laleef Loaf and Fico Riggs and
Lau.
And what was the last? Tangent.
Tangent.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all won prizes, and they're going to be getting them.
Yep. You know, I saw this image right here, and I actually think that this is really, really cool. I really like the sleeve pattern, and I really like the way the apron is.
So why did we get called out? Oh, Snaz was so close to being rolled. He was right below Pompoof's.
Yep, he was.
It landed on. Maybe next time. Sport. Nah, Snaz's submission was great.
Yeah, I really liked his submission.
All of them were really good. It was very nice work. We'll join the Discord then? Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome.
I actually really like this poofy one.
And the funny thing is, we were talking so much about Pompoof's Dragon Fruit Dragon.
I know.
And we were just like, oh my gosh, I love the idea. I can imagine. It's like the albino lizard in Overlord.
Yeah, it
reminded me of that.
Yeah.
That was smart. I never would have thought about that. Like the squishy middle underneath of the hard outer shell.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she's holding a scalpel. Props are great too for outfits. Maybe she's holding a scalpel and a syringe. So I'm trying to keep close to my topic, my theme.
Mm-hmm. And one thing to make your design spicy as well, combine this theme with another theme.
Yeah.
So for example, in the challenge that we did the other week, it was Fruit Kingdom, and the objective was to design a character or set of characters that is from a medieval or fantasy kingdom that are designed on fruit. So you can immediately make your designs a lot more interesting just by adding multiple themes and sticking to those.
And I actually really think that this belt, this like kind of scalpel tool belt, is actually really interesting. So I'll put that in here as like a bit of a horror outfit kind of look. So there's some tool bags. Keep it really rough. You know, you're not supposed to make a perfect outfit like all in one go.
Bro, that can of tomato and garlic stuff we saw at the store today was
oh my gosh,
wild.
that was really funny.
I looked at it and I had to double take. I was like, no way.
Oh, no way.
All right, Tori, I'll do that. What? That's a tall order. Let's see. All of all the OC.
You know, I kind of like this simple.
That's wild content.
Let me see this
Character
again.
reference. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And maybe
5,
this part will be more
6.
gothic, so maybe this one will be a bit more lacy. I'm trying not to make it like too like fantastical. So I want like only subtle bits. Some lace down here, maybe like a smaller petticoat. And this will be dark. Because I want it dark. It's a dark gothic nurse after all. You know, and then you could always test other variations out. But here we have an idea. And maybe the nurse has like dark stockings on. And Mary Jane's or something. And that's kind of neat.
There we go. Challenge was so fun. Awesome. Honestly, I wish I can join the GA. Gardeners Association? I have no... Oh, the giveaway!
Oh.
Okay, why are hands so hard to draw even with tutorials? It's because they're really, really complicated mechanisms.
Yep.
And you look at them all the time, so you know exactly when they don't look right. Okay, speed ran that submission. For my creativity increased when I saw the challenge theme. That's awesome.
That's great.
I was praying for my life doing that challenge. That's great. Draw time. Yup, Chico. My mom has a dog named Cheeky. 7 hours straight. Wow. Left me weak. They want to join your gardening association. Yes. Let's get some fruits and vegetables for the fruit and veggie investigators. Y'all should host another challenge that's just for fun so I can force myself to draw again. It was great. It was really fun. We want to do more challenges.
What if I made all this dark too? It feels more gothic that way.
Dahlia says, Tori, I miss you.
Aww.
Who misses Tori? And there we go. Go ahead and let her know. I'm so bad at outfits. If you could pick only one book on Foundation, what would it be? That's a really good. It's a good question. It's very difficult to answer because most books just cover one topic, even just one topic partially. Fox says, Tori, come home, I miss you. Pompoof says she was so sweet. Lau says me. Snaz says me.
Black mask.
I need some help drawing face in perspective. Well, that's kind of fun. We all miss Tori, Snaz says.
I feel like some people would want this as an OC design.
Maybe one day you guys would not do a 10-hour stream on weekends. Should I draw Miki or Abby? Dahlia says. Ooh.
She says she ended up doing both.
I just drew both, so I can't decide between the two. No, she can't decide because she just drawn both.
Oh, okay.
For the other illustration. I don't know. Which one is coin flip?
Yeah, coin flip.
Mickey heads June, or not June. I read the word June. Abby tails.
Abby tails. So yeah, hopefully that this was helpful. And you know, sometimes you can even mix the two because there's definitely nuns that were nurses that have a dark gothic vibe as well. So you can also mix those as well.
That's
like I just
cool.
saw it designed like this. That kind of gives me nurse vibe and nun. And this is like a
Baggy
historical looking. This is like a historical looking drawing too. Which
Baggy
is really cool.
clothes. Baggy clothes is going to be very, very dependent on your mannequin that you draw underneath.
Yeah.
Anatomy makes my brain hurts. Yes, indeed.
You know, we might as well use some of these mannequins. So like, I would say find where your baggy clothes begin and where they end.
Kat says, can you show us how to draw a chibi in different ways? We actually had a YouTube video that went up on our channel, Draw Anime Academy on YouTube, just the other day, all about chibis. It is a fantastic little video on chibi drawing. I'll show it to you.
Octa says I just watched it yesterday. Oh, thanks. They also have videos on it as well.
There we go. How to draw 3 types of chibis.
Yes.
25-minute video. It's super good. It's all about chibis. And we also have a chibi class online.
Yes, we do. How do I get good at shape language, bro?
Study a lot.
Study a lot.
Like, learn what the world looks like. Learn what shapes make up things. And then, Fox, shape language is like a science.
It is a science.
We'll have to talk about it. We'll have to talk about it sometime soon. But shape language is a science. Like, they've got it down.
Yeah.
It's a very well established science. A lot of really good artists out there who have very good processes and I don't want to say rules, but like methods for really good shapes.
So I would say if you want to draw baggy clothes, whether if it's a baggy shirt, or a baggy sweater, that will depend on your mannequin, because sometimes with baggy clothes, they don't cover everything, but they definitely like land in certain areas and they definitely show the body a little bit. So I'm just drawing like quick arms.
Yeah, line
here.
is definitely a shape.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it, so obviously it has some thickness.
Yeah, like there's this right here is a shape.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good point because, oh crap, where's my iPad? It's not here, it's in the other room.
It's in the other room because we took it to the library.
We did not take it to the library.
We didn't? Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay, oops. Lucy has oversized shirt, he tucks into his shirt, and sleeves rolled up to his elbow. Okay, well then maybe I can do a guy as well. We do a guy then.
Yes, lines are shapes. And the more you start thinking about lines as shape, the better you will get at line work generally, because you have like more to play with. I'll show some examples of really obvious examples of lines as shapes. And then there's styles out there that basically blur the lines, no pun intended, between lines and shapes as well. Like look at like Hellboy, the comic.
Oh yeah.
Is it a comic originally?
And yeah. And sleeves rolled up to his elbows. Sleeve.
I'm just looking for
rolled up. Because I feel like that's a really interesting specific thing, or specific request. So I would say find a bunch of baggy clothes. If you're trying to draw this from imagination, it's not going to work out well. Find a bunch of baggy clothes, do studies, and watch how the cloth like reacts when it's being tucked in. What shapes does it create? So anyways, did you want to see?
Yeah, so on the topic of lines being shapes, here's an example of a drawing that I did a while back where the shapes blended kind of seamlessly into the line work. So you can see down here, you've got a little bit of drop shadows underneath of the collar, and those actually just serve, could I hold this? Those actually just serve to make this collar line right here a lot thicker. And you can see that there's all these lines that sort of become shapes, like right here. This line comes around and it sort of just becomes this really fat line that ends up just becoming like a shape, right? And so there's drawings and styles that sort of blend the two. Then there's styles that keep like a really safe different distance between shapes and lines. And I don't really know any other ones. These are kind of older. That's the most obvious one in my opinion. That one kind of does a similar thing.
Cute.
But you can see that I didn't use any like really thick graphical shapes in that one. This one kind of does a little bit. You can see in the mouth there, the line between lines and shapes is very blurred. And so you could, and same within the eyes too. Like where does the lines end and the shapes begin?
Well, it's like there's a mass right in here and there's a line to separate out different other masses.
Yeah. Card Captor Sakura mentioned? Yeah, I did some Sakura studies a while back. I didn't do very many of them, unfortunately. Where?
You could do Tomoyo. Tomoyo would be super cute. I love Tomoyo.
But yeah.
These ones are good. That's a nice graphic shape.
I don't really draw guys that much. That was a study of some head that I found. These are all just studies. I'm doing 1,000 anime heads. And my heads are not all on here. There's a couple, there's a good amount that are But a lot of these are from imagination as well. Like this is a Tofungus character, one of our moderators, and a lot of them are from imagination. Some of them are from observation. This one's from imagination. That's Abby, my character. So it's kind of like a mixture between just random studies and doodles and trying to apply what I'm learning as well.
How many heads do you do a day?
0 for a while because I haven't been doing this lately. Oh, and by the way, chat, on speaking of style, this and this, same artist. This I did back in 2016. All of these I did just earlier this year. If you know foundation, you can adjust your style like pulling levers and turning dials.
That's why style doesn't really matter that much.
Style is something that you can control intentionally and manually, and just because you draw something in one style doesn't mean you're limited. It's just how it works. Why so many anime girls? Because I want to be able to draw anime girls. And you got to draw hundreds, if not thousands of them.
Professionals, what do you find yourself learning the most nowadays, technique or knowledge?
I feel like they're kind of one and the same. Techniques and knowledge. Like, I feel like a technique is a piece of knowledge. I find that the stronger foundation someone has, the more use they get out of techniques, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't, like, the thing is, it takes so long to learn how to draw something. Like, you would see pages and pages and pages of one thing. You would think the person's obsessed with it. They're not. They just want to get good at drawing. People vastly underestimate the amount required to get good at something, usually by like 100x at least. People are like, oh, I'm going to draw 100 heads and then I'll be good at drawing heads. It's like, no, you have to probably draw more like 10,000 heads to be decent at them.
Yeah.
And like, they're good practice too. Like, it's like you learn the structure of the face, the planes of the head. You draw them from a bunch of different angles. Like, you gotta draw lots and lots and lots of volume.
So, someone said their character has a shirt tucked in with sleeves rolled up. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. Just any tips on backgrounds? I mean, it's all graphical design at the end of the day. Whether it's a character, whether it's a background or environment or a prop, you're using shapes to clearly communicate an idea. So like with a background, you clearly want to communicate, the idea of depth or distance or where the focal point is or, where the characters are or whatever.
We have a stream on how to draw faces in different angles.
Yes.
If you go to our YouTube channel, these are these two videos. How to draw anime heads part 1 and 2, and we talk about how to use box rotations to draw anime heads and stuff.
Yeah, those are pretty good videos.
I don't know if we're going to cover that today. That's why I was like, you know what? You could just watch that if you want immediate information. But yeah, I would say anytime that you're drawing like shirts or baggy clothes, you don't, unless there's an argument for it, you'll generally see the cloth draping over the majority of the body. And in most cases for men, it'll actually make their body look more, the overall body shape look more squarish.
Especially like suits and stuff.
Especially for suits
They're
and stuff.
They're designed to turn you into a rectangle.
Yeah. I mean, like, if...
Bro, remember like Sakura's dad in Cardcaptor?
Yeah, it literally looks like this.
You look at him from the behind, and he's like this, and his head's like this big.
I know. It's
That's
literally
what his
like
head
that.
looks like, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But everything's like super straight. Not like using completely straight lines like this, but overall it's like pretty boxy. There's no curvature of the spine or anything. That's more tight fitting. So, this for example, you want all these folds to gravitate towards the waistband of the pants, right? Because it's tucked in.
Yeah. Colton is right. I have about 4 or 5 styles, but you can usually tell it's me. Yeah, I mean, in the professional world, you literally just take on the style of whatever project you get hired on. You're working on a AAA realistic game. You're doing photo bashing and realistic style. You're working on, card art. You match the style of card art. Like, I did Bakugan cards.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, here's the style. You take a look at the style guide okay, they're using they're working on I don't even remember the style guide for it. It was so long ago. It's like, oh, you're working on like a 4,000 by 4,000 pixel canvas or something, and you're using the brush. You're using a hard brush that's this number of pixels. You're using this color palette. You're lighting it cool on one side, warm on the other. The warm light's kind of yellowish. The blue's kind of like cyanish. And you match the style. And then you make card art. And then, like, when we were working on Guild Wars, that was a very specific style as well. Like, it was fantasy weapons that were, like, in a partial line work, partial rendered style. Way different. Actually, not way different from Bakugan, but a bit different.
Kat was actually asking how to make wrinkles not so, like, overly detailed. Find the ones with the most motion. Sometimes even just one fold. Like, if you look at, like, even a lot of animes, they'll have one fold that describes what the fold is doing, or the cloth is doing, and that'll usually be enough. So if you want to go a little bit more advanced in this, or not advanced, but more complex, you can try to draw areas where there's a lot of motion happening, and then everything else can be simple. You can try that.
And the better you understand foundation, or core fundamentals, whatever you want to call them, basically the fundamentals of drawing and design, and lighting and painting and all that, the easier it is to switch styles and adjust.
So, like, for instance, in this sweater, this also depends on material. If you have a soft, thick material, you will see less folds, and they're generally rounder. And if I want to show this twisting, I'm like, okay, I want to show a twist right here. I don't have to go and, like, show every single fold, because that will actually ruin the effect of this sweater. So I want to just show one, and maybe like a little eye right in here, if that's what I really want. Here, I want to show a bit of the cloth piling down onto the waist. I'll keep the majority of it simple. Maybe I want one fold coming in here. I want it to show it diagonally, like rolling over to the side, and maybe show some folds as it wraps around into the elastic band. That way, feels soft, but there's enough to show what's going on with the cloth. And then we can add in some seam lines, which are important as well. If you went to art school, are there any bad habits you have to unlearn from it?
Yeah, hating art.
That's a good
Art
point.
school tends to, depending on the hardcoreness of the art school, you can get really burned out and start to hate art, and then you get hired professionally and you don't even enjoy it. I dealt with that for a long time after I graduated. That's a good question, though.
That is a good question.
Bad habits. Like, I mean, as with anything, it's really important who your teachers are. I had a teacher in art center who was extremely hardcore with being very, this happens anywhere, by the way. This is not just art school. Like, a lot of artists, like, I wouldn't say these are specific to art school, but, I mean, there's teachers who are super passionate about certain things, and they'll influence a person's entire style, which can be a great thing, by the way. You can have a teacher who worked at Disney, and inspires you and makes you want to work at Disney, and so you go and you end up getting hired there. Or you can have a teacher that wants to start their own indie studio, and they hire you on the project as a student, and they're just like, hey, like, you're pretty reliable in the class, you want to work on this project? That happened all the time. That happened with what's that guy's name in art center? Edward had worked with him. Crap, what's his name? Pretty famous. He's not been around for a while. But you can have teachers who are like really hardcore about something, and then years later you'll be like, oh, I guess I didn't really need to be as hardcore about this as I thought. But I mean, it's not really the teacher's fault. Like, I think people should teach what they believe. It's just that people have different opinions on things.
Yep.
But like, oh my gosh, there's this teacher in art center. He's super obsessed with making sure your lines are perfectly straight when you're drawing. And it's like a term 1 class, so a lot of people think that every time I'm drawing perspective, my lines need to be perfectly straight. And then you take another teacher who's just as successful, if not more, and they're just like, yeah, no line you draw should ever be straight because it's boring.
If you mess up what I made, I'm gonna find you. I hate seeing teachers drawing people's stuff.
paintovers is the reason you go to school, bro.
Yes. Paintovers is actually the reason why you go to school.
It's 100%.
It's actually a valid thing.
Yeah, and I mean, we're taking a class right now from a really good oil painter. And he paints over the students' work all the time. And there's some students in the class who are like, no, like, I don't want to paint it over. I just want to finish my own thing. And, man, they are missing out on the most valuable critique.
Yes.
Like, they're missing out on the most valuable part of art class, which is they're literally showing you what they as a master would do in your situation, and you're going, no, I don't want to know. So be careful. Like, I think it's great when people want to finish their own work, but if you get an opportunity to have your work drawn over by a pro, I would definitely let it happen.
And I also think it's a matter of perception, because, you know, maybe for some people they just, you know, maybe treat it very personally, and that is totally fine if that's how you view your artwork.
Yeah,
for me,
fine.
like, when I see a paint over, I'm like, yeah, just literally do whatever you want, because I just want to get it better. You know, totally different approach. So it just depends on the person, you know.
James Gurney, in his book Color and Light, has a section on bioluminescence. Yeah, I think a lot of people hate paint overs because they hear horror stories of it being ruined.
That's why you gotta really vet the artist who's teaching you.
Your teacher might suck.
Your teacher just might suck.
But,
I'm sorry, but
number two, every single assignment that, like, I would get in the mentality of every single assignment you make for class, it's a throwaway drawing. It's strictly for learning and is expendable. That's what I would do. Because, like, if I'm going to school and I'm getting a homework assignment, I better get a dang critique on that homework assignment, bro.
Yeah. But that is a really good point, you know, for if it gets ruined. And I would be like, yeah, I would. If this person wasn't good, I'd be scared too.
Yeah.
I would just find a better teacher to draw over my artwork.
If they're not improving your art, you should find a new teacher.
Yeah.
Like, if they can't draw over it and improve it within a matter of minutes, because usually the problems in student work is very large. It's not like a little detail in the eye. It's like
big decisions,
composition, posing, value grouping. Usually if you get a paint over by a professional, they're going like, change the entire pose, right? Because it's like, it's a decision-making process from like large to small.
Yeah.
And 99% of the issues in student work is on the main foundational level. It's not on like the little detail level, like, oh, this little bead on the sleeve is not quite rendered right. They don't care about that.
Yeah. I just want to answer a really quick question. Someone is asking how to study anatomy and they find it really hard and where to start. I would start with taking a figure drawing class. Yes, you can have books, of course, but sometimes if you're really overwhelmed, it's just better probably to find a process that'll help you. So we teach this in our anime art school in our figure drawing class, where I take you from, you know, how to draw a full body and breaking it down. And a lot of it you would start with is proportional setup.
Yep. That's the part, by the way.
Yes.
Hold up. Go back to that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, wrong one. There we go.
These two right here are almost always where the problems are.
Yes.
Those two right there. It's because it's that foundational part. It's usually not the rendering on the muscles. It's usually not the placement of them. It's step 1 and step 2.
Yep.
Which is like proportion, pose, gesture, form.
Yeah. Feel free to take a screenshot of this, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
You can screenshot this.
These are actual lessons from our anime art school, by the way. We have an online program, and there's a 12-week figure drawing class in it, and these are lessons from it.
Yeah. Feel free to screenshot. You know, there's this one right here. There's that one right here. And these are all demos, you know, starting with the same process over and over.
Yeah, so figure drawing demos.
So I feel like what a lot of people struggle with learning art is that they don't know where to start and they don't know what assignments to do. So if that's you, you don't have to worry about it when you take our class, because I'm literally telling you to draw 50, or I don't exactly remember the number, but a lot of figures using this process, so you actually know how to do all this. Yeah. So yeah, just male and female.
Our school actually has a bunch of classes. This is one.
Yes.
And there's also a heads, faces, and expressions class for anime. There's a costume drawing and rendering class. There's a full perspective class. So that's the anatomy one.
Yep.
This is the the fabric and form, the clothing drawing one. That's a 14-week long class.
This one is the perspective and dimensional drawing class.
Perspective, that's a 14-week long class.
That's a 14-week long class. There's an advanced character
design. That's a 14-week long class. So it's basically like an entire college, but you go through it at your own pace.
How much does it cost?
$497 US.
$497, not $4.97.
Yes, it is a lot. It will take you an entire year to get through, and it's a professional program. It's like college level classes, except not most colleges, because most colleges are so.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is basically a lot of combination of learning of assignments that we've, gone through with taking professional classes,
and
simple, we put it in
simple perspective stuff all the way to, bro, get this down for the screen, it's driving me crazy. There we go.
Simple, effective assignments that help you to draw dimensionally, which is super important for any subject, whether you're drawing props, vehicles, designing your own characters. It's so important.
Yeah. This is literally foundation.
This is foundation.
Professional artists who are working in the industry go through these in order to become professional artists. Like, if you're always wondering why does my work look good one day and bad the next day, like, this gives you the answers to that. It's foundation.
Foundation, yeah. Foundation basically minimizes your chances of making the artwork look bad. So
a number of questions. Okay, so, number one, we're told that a lot of our work should tell a story, but I'm struggling to figure out what that means. It's more of like a personal question. I would say it's so dependent on the industry, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, if you want it to tell a story, then it tells a story. If you don't want it to, then it doesn't. It depends on the industry.
Yeah, it does. And if it's very vague and they don't really know how to explain it, that's
yeah. Ella, I'll grab color and light and open to the page where the bioluminescence part is. I'll grab that in a second. Any quick advice for making a portfolio? Really broad question. A portfolio for what? Animation, illustration, concept art. Like, is it 2D animation? Is it 3D animation? The industries are so different. It'd be impossible
to give quick advice on it.
I would say my best quick advice is find someone who's doing what you want to do and hire them to help you build a portfolio.
Yeah. I'll talk about back muscles really quick. Because people were asking about the male back view.
I'll go grab the book.
No problem. I'll talk about it while you grab the book. Start with the base first. This is the proportional setup. If you know your proportions, like the rib cage and the pelvis length versus like your head and stuff, that's also what you would figure out at this stage. And then all this part here is finding out where your scapula is, finding out the overall shape of your torso, and then you're basically filling in the blanks with the muscles. And the muscles is what people think is the most important thing, but it's not. It's this. Proportion and forms, that's your main goal, is to do this first before you can add the muscles on top. And the muscles is just fitting a puzzle, right? You got your traps, which is this muscle right here. And the good thing about back muscles, or just any muscles in general, is that they're symmetrical. So you don't have to worry about, this being one separate muscle, this being another muscle. This is just one muscle group. You got your traps, you got your deltoids, which is the same on both sides. You got your lats, which connect to your obliques, which also appear in the front. But there's not really a lot of back muscles to cover, like, especially if you're just going with something basic, right? Here's your tailbone, and your lats connect to your tailbone. There's another muscle underneath of this which creates this little bump right here. That's called your erector spinae, but you don't have to know that. You just got to know that it creates these two little lumps. And your lats, kind of cover the majority of the rest of your back. And then you have your obliques on the sides. That's really all you need to know. There's definitely muscles on the scapula, but it's too complicated, so we're not going to talk about that. And that's basically it, for the male back. And of course, there's also back muscles for the arms, which include the triceps, but which I don't think we're going to talk about that today.
The heck is the bioluminescence part, bro?
This is what they look like. There's 3 muscles. It kind of actually mimics your calf. So here's your tricep. It's muscles split into 2 sections that connect to the elbow, and then there's a separate one right in here, which is I forgot what this third muscle is called, but that's the tri part. That's the tricep is 3 muscles. Here's 1, here's 2, and then there's 3.
Bro, I need to go.
And that actually looks like your calf as well.
This book again.
If you study some anatomy books. But if you don't have the placement or the overall proportions, it's not going to look very good. Wait, I thought you were drawing Spider-Man at first. That's funny. Please draw eyes in different sides. If you want immediate information, I don't know if we're gonna cover that today, you can look at this video on YouTube. This is a video that we made. Where? That's dumb.
What?
Just switch to my homepage.
Tints, gradation.
It's called How to Draw Both Eyes at Any Angle. This is our video right here. If you want to draw eyes in different angles, cover that, and also how to draw eyes symmetrically as well. So if you want to check it out, that's where it is.
Jaw, frontal line.
But this is how I learn anatomy. Is I basically if you want to learn it to heart, teach it. Try teaching it, even if you suck. Because when I first taught anatomy, I didn't really know a lot of these muscles either. I just had to look at a bunch of reference and teach the placement. And of course, as you get better at art, you're going to improve at your knowledge of it. So just start somewhere. But yeah, I've basically just done so many studies of these. I've drawn so many demos, found so much reference, studied it, and this is how you get better at anatomy. That's one way they can get better at it. But a lot of the time, it's just understanding basic structure and just drawing it so many times. So many times. Man, we don't want to forget his glute muscles, right? Glute muscles for guys tend to be more like a butterfly shape. And we teach this also in our books. We also have 2 books. I actually don't have them with me right now currently. But book 1 teaches about the breakdowns of the body and also some anatomy. Quite a lot. It's almost like an anime figure drawing book, I would call it. It's almost like that, but with a more illustration twist. And keep in mind that guys' booties are smaller than their shoulders. So if you start having wide hips,
small.
Yeah, that's really small. I made it extra small, but I would normally make it just a bit bigger. This is where you can fix things and stuff.
I guess he doesn't really talk too much about bioluminescence. Let's see.
Where can I get that book? You can get both books on Amazon. Actually, you can find our books as well on our website, drawanatomy.com. It'll link you to the Amazon page where you can get it. Is that right?
Huh?
Our books are on our website, right?
Yeah, book 1 and 2 should be
Book
on
1
there.
and 2 should
we
be
have
on
them right here.
Okay.
We can bring them over.
I just didn't have them with me currently.
Yeah, I know. I cleaned up.
Yeah.
To keep them from cluttering.
Yep. So this is our books. This is what they look like. Anime Academy, How to Draw Manga. Here's the anatomy section. If I try to find it, here it is. Here's some back anatomy. Hands, legs, torsos, stuff like that. I even labeled it and stuff. Arms, arm breakdowns, labeling it. So this is all practice too. I did this for practice, and that's how you just memorize it. Here's back muscles. This is the scapula muscles right in here, which is too complicated. But anyways, there's not really that much muscles on the back.
No, it's not. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Although the back, a lot of the time, it seems more complicated. I think a lot of it is because you just don't draw nearly as much.
Yeah. And then then this book is How to Draw Characters, which helps you to design your own character. And we even created like a story for this book. It's so cute. Here it is. We even made a fake anime poster. It's called You're saying the snot-nosed brat is the future mafia boss. We designed these characters a modern and a more like fantasy version, which is super fun. So yeah, some examples.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun on that book.
I really did. Here's some of them. Here's the modern day, medieval, fitting their vibes and stuff. Here's a bard, but in this world he's like a crazy doctor. Yes, it's on Amazon. It's only on Amazon. We do want to make a TikTok shop at some point, selling books from us, but we haven't set that up yet.
We have to set up a little bit of infrastructure first.
Yeah. It is cool, isn't it? I'm so attached to these characters. We want to make a manga about these characters, too. So there's Victor, everyone's favorite man in the world. He's a jack of all trades. He's a janitor and also a mechanic, and, he works a bunch of blue-collar jobs, but he's also a mafia bodyguard. And, yeah. There's a whole story behind it. Yeah, just really, really cool stuff. I really enjoy it. So yeah, you can get both of these books on Amazon. There's only one Kindle there's only a Kindle version for this book, but there's no Kindle for that one because Kindle's kind of weird when it comes to making these books. But anyways, hopefully that you enjoy. Can it be delivered to Malaysia? If Amazon delivers to Malaysia,
I think people in Malaysia have gotten it.
Yeah, why not make a manhwa? I mean, manhwa, manga, I guess they're both comics. Either one. I feel like we're more used to the setup of like manga. I used to read a lot of manga, so that's kind of where my basis is. I only have one on Kindle. We only have one on Kindle, which is the first volume. Is it possible to find it on the French Amazon?
You can check.
You can check.
It's available in any country that they have print on demand, because the book's not actually... The book doesn't exist until you hit the order button.
Mm-hmm.
It's printed after the order button is hit.
Yes.
And so if they have print on demand in your country, then it will be available.
Yep.
You'd have to check. But it is English. There's no French version.
Mm-hmm. There's some baggy clothes. We can do some skirts and ruffles real quick. What time does Home Depot close?
Oh, what was it, 10?
10, I think.
We got to get to the store and get something.
Yeah. We'll probably wrap kind of soon. It's 7 o'clock already. Skirts and ruffles. Skirts. Okay, if you draw a cone, people know how to draw a cone, right? It's an ellipse with a point on top. If you know how to draw this, you can draw a skirt, because a skirt is basically this with the top chopped off. So you just take that out. You can even say it looks like a lampshade. And skirts, if you want to draw a really short skirt, it'll be really, really wide and short. If you want to draw a longer skirt, you can just drop the form down, whichever you want, whatever length you want. And this is, I would say, is a very long skirt. So we can do short, medium, and long. Medium would kind of just be like the length in between it. So you can just play with this form for now, right? Really keep in mind of this part right here, because when you draw ruffles on it, this is going to radiate around this.
Can you do perspective? Yeah, we can talk a little bit about perspective.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll put that on the list.
Awesome. So it works. Fantastic.
Let me just move this down a little bit smaller, and then I'll add perspective.
Can I have your YouTube channel name? Yes, it's the same name, Draw Anime Academy. You can also find it on our profile.
So if you want to draw ruffles, ruffles kind of just looks like a bunch of mini cones. Now, of course, I'm not expecting you to draw like cones like this. This would be way too long. But basically, it's basically a cone, and then it's combined with an inward-facing curve. That's basically what a ruffle is. You can even just draw a simple ruffle by just drawing a bunch of waves like this, and then just connecting the tops like that. So now when you put on a skirt, you got to think, okay, where do I want it on the skirt? Do I want it like this, where the ruffle is going this way, or do I just want it around the skirt at the hem? Totally up to you. And make sure that when you're drawing your ruffle, you're wrapping it around to the other side. And then you're just connecting it. Yeah, there's a skirt with a ruffle on it. And then, maybe this one. Maybe this skirt can just be simple, but maybe on the other side there's ruffles. There's like a layer of ruffles underneath. That could be kind of cute too, if you want to go something more asymmetrical. Excuse me. That's kind of cute too. And usually with skirts there's a waistband. It depends on if they're high-waisted or low-waisted. Either way they'll have a waistband, so don't forget that. And a long skirt. You can make it really flowy, and maybe you can have a tiered skirt as well, like where it's like there's one tier with a bit of a ruffle and a bottom tier with a larger ruffle. That also helps too.
Smugs, we do both. Sometimes we have...
Sorry.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. My throat's itchy.
We will do planned streams where we come up with a topic and we have some reference and research beforehand. And then streams like this, we kind of just chill and talk about whatever happens to come up in the chat that seems kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of one of the unique things that sets us apart is a lot of different subjects we teach because we have a background in foundation. Whereas I think a lot of artists who stream, they kind of only do one thing. It's like, I draw attractive men from the front.
Yeah.
Or slightly at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
And but with us, we kind of cover everything, including kitties.
Look at that.
You sneak.
You're sneaky.
Here. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sir.
Excuse
me, sir. That's important.
You can't. Excuse me?
Sir.
Sir. You don't want to listen. Anyways. I like that the Kev in is separate. I think that's funny.
Kev in?
Kev
what
in.
What about Kev out?
Kev out.
Kev on.
So, you want to cover perspective?
My brother's name is Kevin. Sir, this is a Wendy's? Oh, now he's pretending to be asleep. I wasn't just eating the soundboard. Kevin was taken.
That's funny.
Well, now Kevin is taken as well, so the next person's going to have to be Kev out.
Cozy says, you let that sweet boy do whatever he wants.
He just thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm. You want to cover perspective?
How do artists study their composition skills? That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Studies.
Yes.
They do a lot of movie studies in Noton. So just two values, like usually black and white, do really small studies of good compositions. And a lot of master studies as well. My chair is so low. We got these at a thrift store. Brand new office chairs for $4 each. And they're great because we were just using folding chairs before. And the funny thing is the folding chairs actually were more expensive than these chairs when we got them originally. Okay. Dahil. How do I crop? How do I crop? I'm sick of turning off the layer, so I'm just going to crop and expand. So perspective is an interesting subject, you know. We've essentially got a camera, right? Your eyes, you see out of your eyes. And so you're going to see objects. Your horizon line is at your head height. So just think, no matter where you are, no matter how high you are, whether you're in an airplane or laying on the ground, the horizon line is going to be at the same exact height as your eyes that you're seeing out of. That's just how it works. If you're above the clouds in an airplane, it's going to look like this, right? Horizon line. That line is the horizon line. If you're on the ground, no matter what, it's going to be like this. You're going to see grass. And your horizon line is as tall as your eyes. So no matter where you are, your horizon line is at head height. That's just, it's a given, all right? If you look down, the horizon line is going to be up. So for example, if I have a shot, I'll try to do this a little neater. If I have a shot and I'm looking down, my horizon line might be up here. And then I'm looking at, say, I don't know, some pieces of paper on the ground, right? Like that. And my horizon line is up here, and I'm looking at the ground right here. I'll do that a little bit better. And then whatever's down here on the ground, there's a cup, you know, there's a bottle on the ground. And so my horizon line is up here. If I'm looking up, my horizon line is going to be towards the bottom, all right? So maybe I'll actually just use people instead. Let's erase this out a little bit.
What guidelines should I use for the body?
For the body?
I think they mean proportions.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. All right. If I'm looking up, say, for example, I'm, you know, looking at something tall, I can put my horizon line towards the bottom. And then what a person's going to look like is this. And let's just say that they're above me. And then someone in the background is going to be, say, like this. And as they get further away, I'm always going to intersect the same part of their feet, all right? The horizon line is always at your eye level. So no matter what you're looking at, if you have people and you're their height and they are as tall as you and you've got the horizon line up here, here's a head, here's a head, here's a head, here's a head, and their bodies are going to be down here, all right? This person's body is going to be down here. This person's body is going to be down there. This person's body is going to be down there, right? Because they're at my head height, so they're always going to intersect the horizon line. If they're above me, it's their feet that's always intersecting their horizon line. If I'm above them, they're going to be below the horizon line, right? Because my horizon line is above their height.
Might want to move that over a bit.
Okay, so here's my horizon line. Let's just say it's up here. And then let's say I'm above them. I'm like 20 feet in the air. So they're down here. And they're going to, and it's honestly going to be something like this. All right. It's going to be more like that. And here's my horizon line. Got a mountain in the background. I'm standing on top of a table. Or I'm standing on top of a large table or something, all right? So the horizon line is your height. And I find it very easy to think about it like this. Okay? Here's a horizon line. My horizon line is 2 meters off the ground. So anything that's 2 meters, if I drag a line down and I connect it to the ground, this line is 2 meters. If I drag a line down and I connect it to the ground, this line is 2 meters. If I drag a line down and I connect it to the ground, as soon as I decide this line is connected to the ground, if it touches the horizon line, it's 2 meters. Because my horizon line is 2 meters off the ground. If I have a teeny tiny line back here and it's touching the ground,
You can make the argument.
it's 2 meters.
It's 2 meters.
All right? So people usually aren't 2 meters. They're a little bit smaller. But we'll just say, here's a person.
How long is 2 meters in
It's like 2 yards, 6 feet. You know, people generally, I mean, people can be over 6 feet, of course, if you're like Snaz or something.
Is Snaz
Right.
actually 6 feet?
I think he's like 6'2", I don't remember, right?
Ah.
Let's just do this. There's a person. There's a person behind them in the background.
Tiny person.
There's a person. So these people are both closer and further away. That's super, super important. Your horizon line is always your head height. If you're 6 feet off the ground, if you're 100 feet off the ground, if you're 20 meters off the ground, your horizon line is the same height as you. People will be down below. All right? I don't know how tall Snaz is. He's probably not even around here right now. Okay? So that's really important, because the crazy thing is your horizon line is a measuring stick, which means this. That's right in front of the microphone, by the way.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how loud that is for chat, but...
I was getting some chocolate.
All right, let's draw this, and let's say, here's my horizon line, all right? And let's say that it's 2 meters off the ground. Let's say it's 2 meters, all right? How tall is the wall, right? Let's say the wall is 3 meters. So here's 2 meters, 1 meter, 1 meter. Come up again. There's 3 meters. This is the back wall. There we go. Here's the ground. Here's where the wall becomes the roof. I can put a vanishing point. And this becomes the inside of a building.
We don't do animal drawing, Kevin.
Come on.
I'm horrible at
There we
drawing
go.
kitties too.
All right. 2 meters. Let's just say I have a door. The door is 2 meters. 6 foot door. Usually it'd be taller than that. Let's just say 6.5 feet. So here's 1 meter. Let's come up another half. There's the top of the door.
We might need to move that over.
There we go. Person. Right here. Their head, their top of their head. Let's make them a little bit smaller. So here is the size of a person. And let's put them in a room, okay? They're right here. They touch the ground. This is 6 feet. This is half. And then we can put their head right there. And this would be the height of a person, right? So this door is 6 feet, or 2 meters rather. This person, you come down a little bit. This is 1 meter, 2 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.75 meters. And then I use my horizon line as a measuring stick. I can, no matter what I put, if I want to picture on the wall that's 2 meters tall or 2.5 meters tall, I can just go 1 meter right here, 1 meter right here, come up another half. Here's that, and maybe it goes from 1.5 to 2.5 meters, right? So I can just go boom, that's dark. Picture frame on the wall or a window. Maybe my window starts at 1 meter and goes up to 2.5 meters. Here's a window.
Hey. And it feels good.
Yeah. So again, your horizon line is a measuring stick. If you, and you can pull out a line anywhere on your horizon line, even here. It doesn't matter. This, as long as you're touching the horizon line and you're pulling out, this is going to be a 2 meter line. If this touches the ground, it's a 2 meter line. You can drop a vanishing point anywhere you want. Like this. Say I take this person and I want to scale them down in perspective. This is 2 meters. This is 2 meters. This is 2 meters. So if this person travels back in space, this line right here is your 2 meter mark at the ground. So I can put this person back here, right? They look like this.
What drawing app is that? Procreate? Yes, it is Procreate. Fox says, Snaz says he's 6'2".
Yeah, I thought so. I'd know how tall my own son is, dude. There we go. So a vanishing point is the point at which something gets so far away you can't see it anymore. I throw a baseball. I throw it so far, it just disappears. Ding, and it ends with like a little twinkle, right? That's how it does. That's how it works in anime. Like, ching, you throw a baseball, and it's like, zoom. And it's like, ching, and it disappears. Team Rocket, they go so far you can't see them. That's a vanishing point. So we use vanishing points to calculate foreshortening. Foreshortening is simply the rate at which something gets further away from you. Say this line or this box, right? Let's put a box right here in 1 point perspective. We put a line right there, a line right there. There's a box. This line of the box is the same length as this line of the box. It's just in perspective. It's further away from you. A lot of thinking in art.
Yep.
There is a lot of thinking in art. I mean, if you want to draw things proportionally correctly and all that kind of stuff, I got a really good YouTube channel for you to watch. His name is Gene Bond. He's a friend of ours. We've actually done live streams with him in the past. Gene
By MJ.
Bond Art is the name of his YouTube channel. I would go subscribe to him and watch his content. He teaches this stuff a lot. Very advanced. He's probably live right now. I think I saw him live earlier.
On
He's
YouTube.
live streaming on YouTube. Right? And again, here's my horizon line, which means that's how tall I'm standing. If this is 2 meters, I'm going to have a person and they touch the ground. If they're at the same level as this box, this head's big. If this is a 2 meter box, that's what it's going to look like. Not a 2 meter box. And my horizon line is 2 meters. Guess what? How tall is this box? 4 meters. It's a 4 meter box because there's my 2 meter person and he's twice as tall, or the box is twice as tall. My horizon line is my measuring stick. I could decide that this is a 1 meter horizon line. Don't matter. Let's do that. This is 1 meter. Come down, touch the ground, come up. Here's 2 meters.
Snaz says, why did he come in why did Fox come in asking for my height? I have a suspicion it has something to do with Colton.
I don't know, ask Fox. Why are you asking me instead of Fox? She's the one who wanted to know your height. So it's like that, right? I can decide however tall this horizon line is. It's just once I decide, I gotta stick to it. Because what I don't want to happen is this. Where I'm starting to contradict myself in the same shot. Unless this person is very, very shrunken. right? That would be a giant. Now this is, 2 meters, and this is a 4-meter person. So I don't want to contradict myself, and I got to make sure, right? And so you can learn the height of things. You can go, how high does a table come up to? Maybe my hip. Like here. Okay, here's a table. Vanishing point. This is right here. Vanishing point. I can put a vanishing point wherever I want, by the way. It's just the point at which something goes so far away you can't see it. I could put a vanishing point there. I could put a vanishing point right here. I can put it anywhere I want. It's like the baseball. I can throw the baseball anywhere I want. It doesn't have to go to a certain spot. Now, if I'm drawing a box, Rubik's Cube. If I'm drawing a box, this box has 90-degree angles, right? So my vanishing points are going to be 90 degrees apart from each other for a box like this. So if I'm drawing in 2-point perspective, here's a horizon line. Here's a vanishing point. Let's just say this is left X. Here's a vanishing point. This is
Can't see that.
Z.
Here we go.
Okay, there's vanishing point left X and Z. These vanishing points, if this is a box, if I'm drawing a box, these are 90 degrees apart from each other. This distance. It is literally to your left and in front of you, and you're looking at the box like this. All right? This vanishing point, boop, goes off that direction. This vanishing point, boop, goes off that direction. 90 degrees apart from each other. I pull out a line.
From the vanishing point.
Yep. I pull out a line. There's a box in 2-point perspective. These vanishing points are 90 degrees from each other.
Because you said so.
Yeah. Boxes have 90-degree sides. So, for example, and this is what I think is really cool. I can make a horizon line, and I can put a vanishing point. There's Z. I can put a vanishing point. This is directly in front of me. This one is directly to my left. It's left X. This one is the same distance. So this is 90 degrees, right? The distance between these two. I put another vanishing point the same distance away on the right. This is right X. So we got straight to the left. We got directly in front of us. And then we've got straight to the right.
Keeping up, chat?
All right. And now we're going to come up 90 degrees. So it's going to be the same distance. Same distance. This is going to be top Y. This is Y. So directly up. Now I'm going to come down, which I don't actually have enough room anymore. So let me do this and this. I'm going to come down and I'm going to go straight below me. So this is also 90 degrees down. Literally, right? You're familiar with angles, right, chat? Like
Left, up, right, left.
you know that this is 90 degrees, right?
Oh, like geometry.
Like geometry, right? That's 90 degrees. And this is 180 degrees. And that this is an acute angle. And that this is an obtuse angle. Like, you remember that from geometry class? When I say 90 degrees, I literally mean 90 degrees. Like a right angle. The box has a right angle.
Perfect.
All right? And this goes straight. Like, that's literally what I mean. This is a section of a circle. All right? So if you have a circle, and I'm drawing this in perspective.
So it's an ellipse.
This is an ellipse. I have a section of a circle, a 90-degree section of that circle, that's 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees. This is another 90 degrees. Like over here, right? This and that. So, literally, your head is in the middle of this. Here's your head. Here's your body. And you're looking straight. You look 90 degrees to your right. There's a vanishing point down there. All right? You look 180 degrees around and look directly to your left. There's a vanishing point down there. 1 point perspective is looking at a box from this guy's perspective like this. From the person's point of view, this box is in front of them, and it's a 1 point perspective box. If you have this same box and it comes around like this, let me make sure that doesn't touch that because it's going to be a weird tangent. Same box goes around like this. They're going to be looking at the corner of this box. So it's literally going to look like this. It's going to be a 2 point perspective box like this. I wish that, there we go. So the first box, they're looking straight at it. The second box, they're looking at the corner of. And then the third box right here, they're going to be looking at the side of it. So it's like this, and it goes around. And see how, like, on the camera, you start to see the side of that box, even though I'm not rotating it at all. I'm just doing this. And you see the white side, and now I move it over to this side, and you see the yellow side. It's because I'm doing this. And you're starting to see more sides. Then you rotate it and you bring it around here. The same thing happens. And then you come over here. Same thing happens. Now you're looking at the side of it. So, if this guy's eyes could see so wide that he could see to the left and to the right, you'd have to use a fisheye lens. And so what ends up happening is this is actually 2 point perspective right here, right? If I bring a line out and down and out and down and out and out and down, there's a 2 point perspective box between those vanishing points. All right? Mm-hmm. If I switch to fisheye perspective, what I have to do is I take, instead of this line being straight, this line's going to come out and it's going to curve around and it's going to touch the other X. So it's going to be like this. That's a kind of a bad curve. There we go. That's better.
Look at that. Smooth.
All right. So 2 point perspective, the lines are straight. In fisheye lenses, the lines are curved. So you're actually going to get something like this. And then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. And I should move this because this is a cute little drawing.
I like it.
That I do not want to destroy.
Just make sure it's not touching.
It's destroyed. Okay, let's shrink it and move it over there.
Layer.
There we go. Same thing here. We're going to come out and we're going to curve it around.
Chat, this is fisheye perspective.
And then we're going to curve this one. Zoop. Bad.
I would say if you're lost at this point.
And we're going to curve it around, right? So that, again, this is 2 point perspective. Here's Z. We're going to pull these out.
Imagine how hard it is to actually draw a dynamic pose in this perspective. I mean, that's why it's hard.
So there is our 1 point perspective. We're looking straight at the cube. If this was 1 point perspective, it would just be this.
Hey, yo.
There you go. There's a 1 point perspective cube.
Wow.
2 point perspective. So we're going to pull these over, and here's our cube. Here's our 2 point perspective cube, except now, instead, it's in a fisheye lens. So what we do, we curve those lines. We're actually going to get curved lines up here, too, because this is up and down. Now, instead of 2 point perspective, these lines being perfectly vertical, it's going to be Y connecting to Y. So we go zoop, zoop. And then we can turn this. So the outside rim is actually going to be a circle. There we go.
What brush are you guys using? You can get this brush on our website, drawanime.com.
There we go. So then these just split. This. There we go. So a fisheye box is going to look like this. And then these lines are going to be straight. And then this line is going to be curved. And now there is a 2 point perspective box, except it's been converted into a fisheye lens. So the those, and what this allows you to do is it allows you to look much, much, much further up without getting too much distortion. Like that. And it allows you to also simultaneously look down like this. So you can look up and down, left and right at the same time. But this is the piece that I feel like a lot of classes are missing, which is why. Like, why vanishing point? Like, why is a vanishing point going on, right? Like what is this dot? What is this line? Like, I feel like a lot of classes go, draw a line, draw a dot, pull lines out of the dot. Why? Connect lines together. Right? Draw another dot. Pull more lines out of the other dot. Connect those lines together. Box. I feel like they don't really explain why. What we're really doing is we're just messing with this thing. Right? They never explain, like, oh, these vanishing points, by the way, they're 90 degrees apart. And the reason is because this is 90 degrees. And so this is going to shoot off into the distance. This is going to shoot off into the distance. And we're going to get a cube, you know, that looks like that. So what professionals do is they understand this, and then they get really, really, really good at drawing and understanding the box without all the lines and stuff.
Bye, cat.
Bye-bye. So then what we end up getting is this kind of stuff. You just straight up draw a box.
The guidelines are in your head.
Yep. And the guidelines are in your head, and you understand it well enough that you could take this back if you need to. And if this is I split this in half, and I turn this into, I don't know.
A little house? Oh.
Right, a little shipping box, and we can mess up the corner. And we can put a little piece of paper under it.
Whoa.
Put a little bottle on the ground.
That's magic. Looks like magic.
Put another, I don't know, maybe this angle. Can. We'll put a couple cans on the ground, and we'll just face them different directions. There's another can. Put another can over here at this direction.
It's a little garbage still life.
Yeah.
Is that a trash bag?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that Procreate? Yes, it is. Drawing boxes in multiple angles just makes it easy to draw boxes.
Huh?
Drawing boxes in multiple angles just makes it easy to draw boxes.
Yeah, I would recommend practicing Krenz cubes. Mm-hmm. So like if you want to get good at drawing boxes at different angles, do your sets of Krenz cubes. So 22 and a half, 45, 67 and a half, 90 degrees, 22 and a half, 45. This is an exercise that a lot of people do. 67 and a half, 90, and then you do these ones down here, and then you fill in the middle.
But it's like
these ones.
Like, these aren't obviously perfect boxes, but, like, that doesn't really matter because you can always fix it.
Yeah, like the box, the amount of the ratio of the sides, like, are easy. Like, it, you know, the box only has to be correct if you don't know how to fix it. Mm-hmm. And this is just, like, an exercise that's out there. They're called Krenz cubes.
I like the way you draw the U.
You know, this one comes down like this. This one's the 22.5. This one's the 45. And I would do tons of these. I mean, we did tons of them. You did tons of them too.
Yep.
And then everything else is just modifying boxes, right?
Well,
and rotating sides.
I remember in Robert Lemler's class, he would paint an apple, but he would like add angles to the apple rather than making it completely round.
Yeah, I mean, simplifying things into geometrical shapes that are more... It allows you to design... It really allows you to design... You know, we could even go... Maybe make this a bit more asymmetrical. Pull that in a bit more. Like that one a little bit better. Right? Whoa. Crits.
Crit sent 5.
Wow. Oh yeah. All the gifted memberships. So y'all are going to be hearing the 5. Oh, that's going to be a lot. It's going to go 5 times. Crits on YouTube sent 5 gifted memberships. Tan Mayokin, Felipe Ferreria, Mario Plummer, Tana Pat, RPG Maker.
No, it's all good. Chris.
No, that's good.
It's good.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing that it makes that sound.
Hi, Applejack. You're so cute with that.
She said you was cute. Say thank you, huh?
Your you was cute. I said that all the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way.
What?
What time do you think we should head out to the store?
Oh, just whenever.
Whenever?
Yeah, we can go soon. I mean, it's not going to close for 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you want to have time.
Do you want to look up what time it closes real quick?
I can
We did earlier, but if we forgot. You know, you can go... There's another busted side.
Closes at 10. Okay, we got time.
There we go.
Patting the bald head. Yep. It's irresistible. I have to. It's so shiny and round. Put a cat in it. Put Toby in it.
No. Toby.
Someone was asking earlier, like this was like way earlier in the chat, like how do you put story into your artwork? I think putting interactions is actually really cute.
Yeah.
Like you can literally put cat eyes peeking out of that box, and that's a story.
Yeah. It would be a story. Like
or even cat paw coming.
Well, it's really easy to put a story into your artwork because the human brain is a story processor.
That's true.
It automatically gives meaning to things.
Cute.
I don't really know. How would I draw cat eyes? I guess I know. I'd probably just go like... And then I'd use an eraser.
I think it should be inverted.
Yeah, it should be inverted, shouldn't it? I'm dumb. What am I doing? Let's just do something simple like that. There's a really good book out there I recommend called The Science of Storytelling. There it goes.
There, cat eyes.
And it talks a lot about that sort of thing.
That's cute.
Like, human brains will give meaning to things that don't have meaning. And so, even if you just draw a picture, a lot of the time people will get meaning out of it, regardless of whether you even intended it. And it's just, we naturally do it every single second. And you make connections between things. So as long as there's 2 or more things, in even a single thing, like, that's the thing, is it's crazy. Like, if you have a single thing, it's a statement. If you have 2 or more things, there's comparisons that people automatically make between them. So it's almost impossible not to have meaning in an artwork that you create.
Mm-hmm.
W crits, yes.
Yes.
reminds me of when people tell me things they think about my drawings that weren't intended. Yes, absolutely. But you act like it is. I mean, there's no shame in piggybacking off of the meaning other people give your art.
The best way to practice line confidence?
There's a couple good exercises. One of them is draw 2 parallel lines, and you start straight. You wrap over. Oops, my hand stuck to the iPad because it's sticky. And you go back to straight. So straight, wrap over, straight, straight, wrap over, straight. This is a great exercise. And then you can do it the other way as well. Like that. And you can do a whole bunch of those. You can even do it on like curved. I'll just draw this.
Oh, that's a good S.
You can even do it on curved things. And these don't have to be even S curves, by the way. Like, and you can just go. That's one exercise. There is another exercise where you draw a circle. I'm getting smaller because I'm running out of space. There we go. You draw a circle, and you can you basically do the same thing. You start straight and you end straight. So you straight, wrap over, straight. And by straight, I mean you end parallel to the edge. And you just turn these into like yarn balls. You don't have to end on the opposite side, by the way. That's another really good exercise. These are like warm-up exercises.
And I would say, like, I would really recommend trying to get these all in at least one stroke.
Yeah, one stroke.
Because that's going to build the confidence.
Like creating dragon scales. Yeah, absolutely. Or, you know, palm trees. A lot of Disney would do palm trees like that.
Dragon scales would be actually pretty cool.
But yeah, absolutely, dragon scales as well.
Make that a dragon scale sword.
They make palm trees like that in Disney movies, like Lilo and Stitch and all that. And generally they would go on the turns. That's where they would add the texture. And then in the dips, they don't add as much silhouette texture.
Well, this could even be a dragon neck, you know?
Yeah, easily could be a dragon neck. And these aren't even specific things. It's just an exercise. It just mimics a lot of things that you'll encounter when drawing. So like that's a really good exercise. This is a really good exercise. There's another exercise where you draw a line and you draw a dot on each side, and then you put a dot up here and you go zoop through the dot and down to there. And you put another dot, zoop. And you don't even have to hit it, by the way. It's just an exercise. You can come back. That's a really good one. We learned most of these exercises from Will Weston, by the way. Will Weston was a teacher in Art Center College of Design who taught a lot of students who ended up going to work at DreamWorks and Disney and many other projects. Put a dot in the middle or somewhere in here. S-curves. This is another really good one.
Wow.
For S-curves. And you can go the other way. So these are all really good exercises for improving line confidence and just getting better at line work in general.
And when you create like interesting S curves, you can turn that to anything. Like you can turn that into a skirt.
Yep.
Really cool looking skirt. Yep.
Yeah. Or even like.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like kind of a nice little S curve. And you can go around here and just be like.
Ooh, ruffles.
And you can go up there. I can even pull this one out a bit more.
That's fun.
Like, to get a little bit of an overlap going there.
And so it's like when you're drawing, you're designing, you're drawing dimensionally at the same time, you're thinking graphically. That's why drawing's hard. And it's definitely harder when you're basically on your own, trying to figure things out. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like you can absolutely design skirts that way.
Is brush greener than usual? Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really green.
It is gone green. Somebody call a doctor. You know, you can do...
Oh, that's fun.
You can do whatever you want. And, you know, it could blow in the
I
wind.
like that. Keep that.
I feel like I want to go in here and actually figure this out a little bit more. So this is in that part. This comes out.
And also notice how he's trying to figure out what's going on inside.
Underneath.
Like, if you don't know what's going on underneath, your clothing isn't going to look very convincing. So I always recommend drawing the mannequin first. I mean, this time he didn't, but that's just because he just drew a thing.
You know,
but,
yeah, you can draw these under.
things out.
And I'm really putting a lot of...
Hey, Tira.
And I'm really putting a lot of emphasis into, like, you know, where is the body underneath? What is the form doing? But, like, you can draw skirts like that, and that would literally be, like, this exercise, right? Like, S-curves. Well, I guess it's more like this type of thing. Like a figure 8. And you can go like that.
Ooh.
Or you could go have a little one, and then you can have a big one.
Ooh.
Like that. And you can make these really beautiful figure 8s, and then you can just turn them into like skirts or dresses or whatever you want. Anything, really.
Thank you, Marsh Bar, Lemon, Leandro, Amphino, QSD, 88 Fresh Paint, and Antoine for the follows. Thank you.
Awesome. And I did the same thing here, by the way. I just drew the silhouette of a shape.
Bye, Katsa.
Like
These
this.
lessons are so valuable. Thank you both for the time and effort you put into your content.
You are welcome.
Ooh, that's juicy. Ooh, thank you for the heart me.
Oh, thank you. Right, and then of course you're gonna get this kind of thing happening because it's all pulling in towards the center. And then of course right here, if the bag is kind of sagging a little bit, you might get a little bit of diamonds in here, like a zigzag fold type deal. And then this is hitting the ground, so you might get stuff coming out like this, just as kind of like a preliminary. And then you can use specific reference to improve and make your design more believable. Wizard hats? Yeah, you would definitely do that for wizard hats, and it's actually pretty a pretty simple thing to do for like a wizard hat. And it's essentially like a cone, and you could even put a little fold there.
Oh, that's cute.
And if you're doing wizard hats, I would really recommend the bendy straws. So you basically make cylinders, and really pay attention to this shape. It's going to go from circle to this as your cylinder starts turning sideways. Pay attention to these shapes right here. Important. So there's this shape, and then as this starts to get into like a side view, that shape is going to really squish. And as this gets into a more of a side view, it's going to squish. And if it comes back around towards us, actually, let's do this. Maybe this one comes almost directly at us. And then you can connect those together. That one's a little long. There we go. And then if you want to do this with like a wizard hat, it's just these are like cones instead. So this would shrink a lot. And so it would be the same ellipses. It would just be, it would shrink. They would be cones. So then you get like...
That could be an arm.
And then maybe... that could be the top of like a wizard hat or something. And so then this would go away, and then your bend and stretch, it would be like this would overlap that. Then we can make it a little bit irregular.
That's sick.
You could even, like, I would probably want to describe this with like a seam line of some kind to show the form turning. So maybe, and most artists would like to describe the form more by putting, say, like patches on it. So this would serve to describe the form.
Hey, Andrew Dingus.
And this would serve to describe the form. You'll see it all the time in games. You'll never be able to unsee it after I point that out. These patches are serve to describe the form of the cylinder wrapping around. You know,
Not just for decoration.
Yeah, if you have a cylinder like this and you put something on the cylinder, you'll see it in pipes. You'll see it everywhere. This is like the label of a can.
It's called getting away with it.
It's called getting away with it. If you've ever sat through a Will Weston class where he teaches you how to design. And they design these shapes too. Like I made a large white area, a medium dark area, and a small dark area. That's big, medium, small. That is the design principle. And then you go like that. And there's like a little hole in it.
That's cute.
Nah, I don't like that. We'll just leave it at that. It's called getting away with it.
Dixon says, where's with the brain rot?
This is just mindless, absolute nonsense brain rot. And then you could have things describing the form here. You could have a seam line coming out right here to describe that form. Your silhouette is also very important. And then, if you want to be very risky...
Oh, cute. Hold on, we gotta zoom out a bit. They didn't really see that. Ah, how fun.
I'm going to show those going away.
You know, this is very surprising coming from me, but I've never seen a wizard hat with ruffles on it.
Hey,
like
there's a first.
that's a
I'm
first,
sure
and I
it's
think
around.
that's super cute. You'd be surprised with how much frilly things I draw. I've never seen this before, and maybe I have seen it, but I just don't remember it. So I'll just say I've never seen it.
I'm certainly not the first to do it, and I certainly won't be the last, but I do appreciate it. There you go. There's how you would draw like a wizard hat, using geometric forms, simple principles, making sure you're varying these. The more you vary these, the more interesting it's going to tend to be. And then draw this out with simple cylinders. Draw it out with cones instead of cylinders. So cylinder. Cone, where it's squeezing, and then say, bring it around.
Move that over a bit. It's fun.
And then you can bring it back.
That's how you can design ponytails too, in a very blocky way.
Interesting. I never even considered.
Talk about that in my ponytail video.
Just like that. And then you just connect these, and you give it a couple assistants to show that form wrapping away.
In the anime art school, do we go over design principles too? Yes.
Yeah. Design is like one of the most important things.
You go over design principles in your class, right?
Yeah, I cover them a lot. And we can even make an entire section of the hat dark.
Put a ribbon on it at the base of the
A
hat.
ribbon,
Yeah.
like right here.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Like a band of ribbon over on top.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know exactly what you want me to add.
There's a band that wraps around the base.
Oh, so like this?
Yeah. It's cute. That's a cute design.
And then
Hey.
I can just kind of...
Maybe Snaz would take this and make another girl wizard. Girl. Yeah.
These are...
Horns as well would be similar. Yeah. You would basically use this for.
Yeah,
horns
it
as
would
well.
be exactly
Any
the same. Like you could literally, you
cylindrical-
could even attach horns
Oh, that'd be sick.
to this design, like whatever horn kind you want. There's a lot of different kinds of horns.
We're drawing even smaller now.
Yeah, there's.
I would
I
say
always have to
smaller.
fill it in the gaps.
Oh my gosh, that's tiny.
Yeah, it's super tiny. I will make it bigger. I can't. I have no space. I want to delete this grid because it's kind of useless.
I was gonna say you should draw with this one with one of the girls for Halloween.
That's cute.
You know, I should make those. We have we have that Christmas chibis. We could also do a Halloween themed one.
That would be fun.
That'd be kind of.
You know,
We have not changed the banner yet.
yeah, I can't say that this is a particularly, you know, good design of a hat. Like, I mean, it's got the basics, but it's not really that interesting. I would probably chuck like a fruit kingdom type like
Spin on
idea
it.
spin on it. Like if I was gonna,
I mean, they could be a banana witch.
you know, yeah, it could be like a banana witch or something.
That's cute.
And I can make a second layer. I've been studying
got
those
creative.
maid dresses like crazy.
So
And I
ruffles
find
for
that-
days.
And I find that a lot of the time they'll have like multiple sets of ruffles.
Yes, they
We could
will.
add another one.
They'll have a ruffle, then a simple, and then a ruffle right after that.
Yeah.
What are you drawing on?
Just an iPad Pro. And then I would really come in here and I would really investigate these curves here. And make sure, like, I think this is kind of silly. Like this one right there. Like that, to me, doesn't feel very good. It feels a little bit even and uninteresting. So I might come out here and try to make it a little bit more interesting.
I think what's interesting that you're doing is you basically got a drawing that's done, but then you're basically going in and changing like the smaller things, like little by little, and I like it.
Yeah.
You're like, this curve doesn't look right, I'm just gonna change it. And I feel like people have a misconception where it's like you have to have it perfect the first go,
Nah.
but like that's not true at all.
Well, if that was true, I would be the worst artist in the world because I'm always fixing nonsense. What the?
The heck?
The heck? What was that? It was
I have
like
no clue.
slowly dimming the brightness.
Hi, Hayla. And just know how to practice drawing when being too busy. Haven't drawn anything in a month.
I mean, I think that is drawing to you something that takes energy, or is it something that takes no energy? So like when Christina sits down to draw, it takes no energy. She can be absolutely exhausted at the end of the day, and she would sit and draw, and it would be like, it'd be like a nice hot bath.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, is drawing a thing that for you takes a lot of energy, or does it give energy? And if it takes energy, I would try to get into the mindset of getting into like a cognitive shift where it doesn't take as much energy. It like gives energy. It's like this relaxing thing that's not stress-free, and you're not criticizing yourself.
Is there also ways where you can maybe draw on the go if you want to do that? You know, it also depends on like, okay, well, how much we deal with this problem where it's like, yeah, we are busy, but then it's like, well, how much time could we optimize? You know,
Yeah.
if we want to go for more of the optimizing route, because it's like, okay, if you want to draw on the times you're not busy, like it could be, oh, maybe you're riding in the car with a friend, like you're not necessarily doing anything, you're probably just sitting with them and maybe chatting, and maybe you could draw at the same time.
Yes.
You know, if you're on a lunch break and you're like, well, I got nothing else to do, so I'll take a sketchbook and draw. You know, that's kind of like squeezing things in.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that with your limited time, you're deciding to spend it here on stream with us.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you.
Yeah.
You could be drawing while watching stream.
That's what a lot of people do. Hey, Octo, welcome back.
I'm from Brazil. Hello, welcome.
Or you can just schedule a time and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, this time in the evening is my drawing time. You know, and even if I only have like 30 minutes, like, because that's really maybe all you you can do, then that's totally fun. You made time for it. Well, that's cute.
I don't know what it is. This could also be just like a witch hat.
Yeah, with the little band over it, like, you know those
No idea. I ain't no witch. People call you witch all the time in comments though.
Yeah, they do.
Witch.
Witch. Don't burn me at stake, please. Like it's like those bonnets where it's like the head.
Oh, you mean this sort of thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does it go around this?
I have no clue. You have to figure that out.
I don't feel like people combine witch and like Lolita style dresses enough. There's some real interesting like bonnets and headwear that could so be integrated into like a witch design. That'd be so fun.
Wait a second, that could be a good story in our third book.
That could be a good practice for me to do to get better at drawing.
Yeah.
Witch. Yeah, that's what it is. Beekeeper witch. That would be fun.
That's cute.
That's a fun design.
I like You know those medieval beekeepers? Those are actually so cool. You should see them. Let me see. Medieval bee.
That is fun.
Looks like that.
Those are so cool, bro.
They're so sick.
Did you use that as a reference for something?
For the Grim Reaper's assistant.
Okay.
Like maybe the people who serve the Lady Light. Yeah, but they're so cool.
Come on, homie. Why you not undo when I press undo?
They don't like you sometimes.
That's for sure, bro. Yippee. I need to get better at drawing like cute characters and chibis and stuff.
You have to make the bottom way wider if you want to go
The
that
bottom
route.
way wider?
Yeah, and then the
like that sort of thing?
make the chest narrow and then the
Oh,
like
you mean like a
the
star
cone.
chibi deal?
If you want that. I guess I thought you were doing star chibi because the cones.
No, I was just adding random
Oh,
stuff.
okay, oops.
Yeah, it would be more like that, right?
Yeah. Hi, Applejack. You stretching your little leggies? Huh. His tongue's out. Look.
What the heck?
Look at his tongue.
Oh, goofy.
Goofy cat. Hi there.
Where do you even put the arms on this? Are they disconnected or are they attached?
No, they're attached.
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
It'd probably like a really big head.
Like that.
Oh.
But yeah, for the most part. I mean, you did that correct.
Maybe like that sort of thing? I don't know. I've never really drawn chibis very much.
Candy corn witch. Oh, that's fun.
All right. I think it's probably time to wrap up. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna wrap up.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Hungry.
Yeah,
Empty. Hear that? Hollow. Whoa.
Pat my belly too.
This is sick, bro.
Oh, that's so cool. Saved her already.
Nice. Nice.
Just as soon as I got home, OMG. Oh.
What?
Yeah, we have errands to do. We gotta go to the store and stuff. But we'll be live tomorrow because it's it's gonna be Friday, and I feel like we might do. Do you think we can do OC watercolor? OCs
We might actually, yes, do OC watercolors tomorrow. So if y'all want to show up to stream tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, Maybe OC watercolor drawing and some of that sort of thing.
I think that sounds fun.
That would be
Ooh,
fun.
nice
Do the
snaps.
dice. That we could.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I would love
that could
to
be
do
pretty
dice.
fun.
I love the dice. It actually makes it way easier for me to not have to scroll and stuff.
Oh. All right, everybody. Gamba. Yeah.
Gamba. It's
Yeah, and I
soft
mean,
Gamba.
don't forget if you're eventually wanting to get up there in art in your skill level and work professionally and learn those pesky fundamentals that you've been putting it off. Looking at you, you know who you are. We do teach them in our anime art school, and if you already have anime art school and have been putting it off, looking at you, you know who you are. You can go check it out. You can take a screenshot of this. You'll be learning a lot of stuff. It's a year-long program, and you'll learn anatomy and figure drawing, clothing, costume design,
All in one
perspective.
organized thing.
It's all organized. It's set up like a college, except there's no deadlines. You can do it whenever you want. And
So you no longer will feel stuck.
yeah, you
With
won't
what to learn.
feel stuck with what to learn next. And it's very organized. If you just want something to be like, just tell me what I need to learn and I'll do it. This is for you. Don't look at me.
Oh, you just made yourself very clear. You exposed yourself.
Yeah. Well, everybody, we will see you tomorrow. On Streama.
Colton, your assignment is to draw Miki Miko with these outfits.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, that would be fun. I'll do it. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, chat. Oh, thanks for the 97,000 likes.
Oh, yes.
Sick.
Wow, that's crazy amount. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, chat.
And see ya, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.